everyone, I'm Colleen with Awaken Catholic, and this is Awaken the Saint. Around the middle of the 9th century, an Irishman paid a visit to an old abbey in what is now Switzerland, the Benedictine Abbey of St. Gall, which was founded 200 years earlier in honor of the saint by the same name. This wandering Irishman's visit was meant to be brief, but after being commissioned to make several pieces of art for the abbey, he ended up living there for the rest of his life. His name was Tuathal, and he's the saint we're talking about today. We don't know a lot about Tuathal's life, but surviving records tell us he was a tall, strong man of rare genius and engaging personality. He was blessed with great talents as an artist, architect, poet, and more beyond that. He was a Renaissance man, well before the Renaissance ever happened. In fact, King Charles III, also known as Charles the Fat, is said to have remarked that it was a pity a man of his ability was locked away in a monastery. Tuathal was renowned for his incredible humility. Or maybe it would be more fitting to say he was very, very shy. He had no desire for fame and shrank away from public attention. When he went into the nearby cities for a commissioned work of art, he always tried to avoid being seen. Even so, he was in great demand, and seeking to glorify God through his artistic talents, he created tons of sculptures, paintings, and engravings. There are many works of art around today that are attributed to him, but only a few works of poetry and just one surviving him. This is especially sad because Tuathal himself had a passion for music that exceeded all his other talents. He was known to sing beautifully and play and teach every kind of instrument available. Tuathal remained a monk for the rest of his life, dying around the year 915. During his life, he contributed greatly to the Abbey of St. Gall during what is now considered its golden age. His long-time home remained a Benedictine convent for hundreds more years, until it was secularized in 1805. Today, the Abbey of St. Gall is a little different. Tourists now walk the halls where the monks used to tread, and glass displays separate people from objects that were once handled every day. While the building and much of its contents have been admirably well preserved, the Abbey no longer serves the same purpose it once did. Of course, nothing on earth lasts forever. Borders change, buildings collapse, great works become dust, and even the story of a life can be forgotten. Of course, none of the good we do is ever really wasted. Tuathal, in his humility, understood this. He knew that his sculptures and paintings and works of music could one day disappear, but he didn't stop making them. If he only made art for the fame or money, he would have eventually despaired, knowing that he would lose those things. But he was humble because his art didn't exist for him or for itself. It existed to point people toward what really matters by showing them an aspect of God through beauty. Saint Tuathal, pray for us.